Hello friends. I've thought about making this video for a while just because I thought the single parents out there or custodial parents that are doing it alone, you know what I mean? I just want to tell them thank you, and you're doing a great job. I know it's a thankless job. You never hear you're doing great or you're appreciated, because let me tell you a short story. I'm going to try to keep this under 5 minutes. After I got a divorce back in 2015 or 16, I had 3 young children with my wife at the time, and we were married for over 10 years. And now, since the divorce, they're all grown and either in college or into the workforce. All right, so on down the road a few years, I'm lonely and I meet a young lady, and everybody's different, so I don't judge, but she was very nice and very kind and loving, and it just filled a need I needed at the time. And so to make a long story short, I had 3 young children with this lady, but each time her moods changed and it got worse each time, and she had some mental issues she needs to address that she needs to handle. But anyway, fast forward a few years, she's moved out of town, hours and hours away, and I would go visit when I could, you know what I mean? Maybe once a month or so, I'd try to get down there and visit the kids. But anyway, I get a call a few weeks ago from the child services telling me that they had multiple calls, and it got down to where they had to make a call, and they were making sure I could take 3 children on, a 10-month-old and a 4 and a 5-year-old. So I said, sure, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I? Because I was used to going on the weekends to visit. And let me tell you something. I've been given custody of the children, 100%. You know, they can't even see their mother. It's that bad. For whatever reasons, they took them from her in an emergency. You know, it was an emergency deal. I had to run down there and take custody of them. So until she follows the guidelines of what they want her to do, she can't even see them. You know what I mean? But my point is I learned real quick. It's been about 2.5 weeks now, and this is my 3rd whole day back on the job. I'm on my lunch. It is so hard. It's unbelievably hard. It's dads that go for the weekend to see their kids and think that's how easy it is. That's fantasy. It's not real. It's not real. It's not that easy. I'm living it. I've had to enroll the oldest in school. The school was zoned different from where I live to where one of my family members goes to help take her. That took a while to get approved, then enrolled, getting birth certificate stuff because obviously their mother ain't helping with that. The little boy, infant Noah, the 4:30 to 5 a.m. feedings each morning, getting up. So many dirty diapers. I've gotten puked on, peed on, pooped on, everything owned. It's so difficult, and I want to thank all you single parents, single mothers, single fathers out there. You're doing a good job. You can do it. You know, I had to look at myself in the mirror, like looking at this phone a few days ago, and tell myself, you got this. You can do it, man. You can do it. Because I had to hear it, like me telling myself I could, because it was that bad. You have bad moments where you're like, why are you crying? What's broken? You know, the older 2, they can tell me if they're stubbed their toe or if they're hungry. The baby, other than knowing his schedule, can't tell you nothing. But he is a great baby. I ain't had no problems with him, but it's just so hard. So hard. And you're appreciated, single parents, custodial parents. You're appreciated. I appreciate you, and I don't even know you, but I know what you're going through. It's so hard. You are the main guy that they depend on. You know, I check on Noah so many times while he's asleep. It's crazy. OCD like. I just got to make sure his chest is moving up and down, you know. The feedings, the burpings, it's hard. This weekend, I'm going to try to take them to some races. David's 4, and he loves racing. He loves me. He loves anything with a motor. So we're going to try to go to one of the final races of the season. Gracie, I'm having some behavioral issues with her. Listening and not lying. I mean, it's crazy. We were going by old rundown motel the other day, and Gracie pops up out of the back seat and says, "Daddy, we lived there for a while. Somebody took Mommy's red car, and we had to walk down the side of the road, but we had to hold hands." I mean, what the heck, you know? And other things that they've said, it's just going to take me a while to get them. You know, they hadn't been around family members, and so many things I've realized they didn't know. They don't know. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm in the situation I'm in. The caseworker people are telling me this might be the way it is, you know. Because as of now, their mother isn't doing anything they just want her to do. And thank goodness I got good family that helps me. My bosses help me, not financially, but, you know, with missing work. In the last 2 weeks, I've worked 3 whole days of work. 3 out of 2 weeks. Why, you say? Well, come to find out, in 2022, a babysitter that will show up day in and day out is hard to find. And I got Gracie enrolled in school. She should start next week, or Monday. David, he's 4. I've got them in line at a child care place, but it's just when a position comes open, because it's en route to the school Gracie goes to. The infant, he's great. The child care place has an infant section, you know. There's hour differences when they get out to when I get off work, and there's a lot of things I have to work out, but at this point, I just need somebody to help watch them, you know. Just keep them alive. You know, feed them at this time. Don't give this to the baby, you know. It's crazy how much knowledge I've gained in the last 2 weeks that I thought I knew, but I didn't know shit. I thought I knew, but I didn't know nothing like I thought I did. So we're keeping on. Check out my TikTok, at Aviator1977, and there's some funny videos in there of us. It's at AVI, the number 8, TOR 1977. Check it out. If you're following me here or subscribed on YouTube, you got to do the TikTok or the Facebook Reels. There's a lot of gold on there, you know. But yes, single parents out there, custodial parents, somebody that's been giving their kids that had no structure, foundation for it, struggling, crying at night, wondering how you're going to do this. How are you going to do this? And you might think, what do you mean how? I mean how? How do I get them watched? How do I go to work? How do I afford this then? And it's that weekend dads that visit on weekends and think, dang, I could do that. That's easy. You don't know shit, son. You don't. Come with me. I'll show you. So, you're appreciated. Single parents, right here. I love you. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Now, and also, I've never been a big coffee drinker, and I always wondered, why do those people drink coffee when they're burping their kid and all that? I know now. If you don't drink it, you won't make it. I learn something every day. Have a good one, TCB.